Morning, YouTubies. Thought I'd come on here and give you a little bit of an update on how things are going with Dad. At the moment, knock on vinyl, since I don't have any wood in here. At the moment, since Dad and I had that huge blowout fight, and how do you say it? Completely laid out there what I thought and felt, got everything aired out. Since then, we've actually been getting along really good, which I am surprised. I still don't trust the man because he is a narc, but at the moment, I think we actually have an understanding. So, don't totally trust him all the way, but I am enjoying the peace and quiet right now, at least, and not being stressed. He is still going through and getting rid of some things. Actually, I found out some things he's actually storing in the shed. I didn't know that because, I don't see everything because it was just too upsetting when him taking stuff out of the house nonstop. So I did find out that some things he's moving out of the house, but he's at least putting them into the shed. So that made me feel better a little bit. I had to get after him a little bit yesterday. Not in a yelling sort of way, but I was frustrated with him. Because just a couple days ago, I told and requested for him to please not mess with anything in the kitchen. The pots, pans, gadgets, the Instapot, the air fryer, anything like that. Same with in the refrigerator, the freezers, and the pantries. To please not mess with any of that either. Because I wanted to, myself, sort things and get things in a better order where I can actually see where everything's at. What's he do? He doesn't listen. Of course, he never listens. But he took the Instapot and the air fryer out to the shed to get it off the counter of the, what do you call it? Our little china cabinet. It's the antique china cabinet. But, so Mom, she has there's 2 doors underneath the china cabinet where you can get into and you can put stuff in there. Well, she's got all kinds of crap in there. She's got empty creamer bottles, the big creamer bottles, and all kinds of crap in there. Plus she had bags of pasta in there, 3 bags of marshmallows that she hadn't used in forever, and they were rock hard. They went in the trash immediately. And we don't eat marshmallows. They're too sweet. But oh my God. That was funny. I looked over there's a hawk being chased by 4 little birds in the sky, all of them flying. I guess the hawk must have got too close to their nest or something. That was funny. Seen one the other day where one little bird was chasing a hawk. I guess I got too close to the nest. A different place though. Anyway, sorry, squirrel. Got sidetracked by the birds. What was I saying? Oh yeah, she's got all kinds of stuff in her there. She's got little taco seasoning packets under there and marinade seasoning packs and all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm pulling everything out and getting that stuff put in the pantry area. So everything's out. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm pulling everything out. Same with everything that's on the pantry shelf and the freezer. And going through and put it in, I think it's Super Cook is what it's called. I think that's what the app's called. Where you can put in the foods that you have on hand And then it gives you recipes of what you can make with what you have on hand. Love that app. If you guys do not have it, you should really see about getting it. I'll try to put the name of it down the description if I don't forget. I have to make a note myself to not forget that. But yeah, seriously, check it out. It's an amazing app. I love it. Who knows, there might be a better one out there someplace, I don't know, but for me, it's the best one I have found and used at the moment. But so I'm pulling everything out and getting everything logged into the app, and then putting the food back into the, in the pantry area, so I can slowly get things cleaned out from underneath the china cabinet. So I made a deal with Dad, because like I said, I was really frustrated because I just told him not to mess with things. And what's he do? He's like a 2-year-old. I swear, I'm not even joking. He's got the mentality of a 2-year-old in some things. So I made a deal with him that I will work on the next couple days, probably a couple days to a week, because I wear out so fast. It's going to take a little time. A couple days to a week to get all that cleaned out from underneath there, or at least get it in better shape at least. And then we'll bring the Instant Pot and air fryer back in and put it down below, because I know he's wanting the counter cleaned off. That's what it is. So that way the counter will be cleaned off. But yeah, we can actually have the Instant Pot down there, and I actually start learning how to use the silly things. I've been meaning forever to learn how to use them. I'd never gotten around to it. But now that I have to do all the cooking, I might be taking advantage of some of these little gadgets that Mom has. She got all kinds of, she's got over on the side of the kitchen, she's got like 2 or 3 boxes of nothing but gadgets. The little pot stickers that you can get from the Chinese restaurant. She got those little things where you can make those. She got a, what do you call it, a zoodle maker, where you make zucchini into noodles. Got all kinds of stuff. And she's like I am. I love gadgets also. She loved gadgets. I love gadgets. So, but so I told him not to mess with things. Hopefully he actually listens to me this time. I think part of it, he's still messing with stuff, in the house or everything, and taking stuff out to the shed, partly to have something to do, and partly to get the house looking better, which I'll admit it does look a lot better, but it's just still kind of sad because it's like Mom's been stripped from the house, so it's kind of sad. I will say last night when I was in the kitchen around 1 a.m. I had to go in the kitchen and get some veggies chopped for today's dinner. Do a little bit of prep work. I went in there and I was sitting in the dark, except I have my phone flashlight on. And I have my phone sitting on a cup. I could have had the light on, I know. I just, oftentimes when Mom was alive, because their room is like around the corner, I always tried to keep it as dark as possible so that I didn't wake them up. Well, oftentimes when I went in the kitchen and to do this or that or other, nonetheless, she would see the light, and if she wasn't able to sleep, she'd actually get up and come in and visit with me. So then I'd actually turn the light on, and we sit there and talk for maybe about an hour and a half, visiting. Man, I miss that. And there was so many times she'd come around the corner and I wouldn't, before the light was on, and I wouldn't see her or hear her. She'd scare the crap out of me. I kid you not. She wasn't trying to scare me. She just so quiet that, getting up out of bed and everything, and in a little white nightgown that went down to her ankles. There's times she looked like a little ghost. I'm not even joking. I actually have 3 pictures of her. If I don't forget, I'll try to post it at the very end of this video of my little ghostly mama. Yes, I miss that. Man. I've been doing pretty good emotionally most of the time, except for like if I go into my like pictures and stuff like that and trying to sort pictures out in my Google Photos and things like that, or even go into other websites that I have that her pictures are on, and then it hits me and then I start crying. So for the most part, I've been doing better. I ain't doing great, I ain't gonna say that. I am not doing great at all, really. Especially physically. I'm still having a lot of issues physically because my heart still hurts because I'm missing her. Like physically hurts. Like an ache. But also I'm having a lot of physical issues because of my chronic fatigue is like been amplified now. I feel like I've gone backwards a little bit on my progress, which sucks. So I've been trying to make myself rest a lot, but problem is I have so much more responsibilities now. It's hard to fill her tiny little shoes and do everything that she did. You know, the cooking and everything, and then my own stuff that I gotta do to take care of Anthony. I gotta always cook for him and everything, and I gotta do laundry, of course, all the time to keep that up. About at least every other day. Every day, if not every other day, because I try to keep it up. So, but and of course, any place we go to, like restaurants or doctor's offices or anything like that, I gotta get his wheelchair out for him in and out of the car. So that's a lot of energy out right there. And then when I get home from him going to dialysis, I gotta immediately go into the kitchen and start cooking dinner. It's like, and I'm not used to the actual cooking of dinner. With him and I, we're not as picky as Dad, so I'm just used to just, for Anthony and I, popping stuff in the microwave or just making little simple sandwiches or something. But Dad is he eats differently. So I gotta actually make full meals for him, you know, like some kind of meat. He prefers beef. It's not always going to be beef. Sometimes it's going to be chicken or other stuff. And then, of course, he wants a veggie or two or a salad to go with it, or cottage cheese or something like that. And then, of course, he thinks he's got to have some sort of dessert. Oh, he's got to have bread with every meal also, or every dinner. Thinks he's got to have some sort of dessert for every dinner. And of course, he's got to have his prunes for every dinner to help keep him regulated. Like, and then the cleanup, which he's actually been doing the dishes, but still, I feel like I'm obligated to stick around and do the drying of dishes because we're both having back issues, pain when standing too long. So I try not to leave it all to him, but here I'm already done the cooking, so I'm worn out from that. So, but I don't want to leave all the load onto him either, because he's 88, so it's going to be a little more complicated for him. Well, I don't know about that. I actually don't know about that, because here he is 88 and he's cleaned. It's been a couple days since then, but within 9 days, basically, he literally had all of Mom's stuff gone. Which, now that I realize that half of the stuff of Mom's is actually gone, like the clothes, he's already gotten rid of those. But then I guess a lot of the other stuff he has in the shed at least. So that makes me feel better at least. At least knowing that not all of our things are just... So I have something else I was going to say. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, anyway, it's just been a lot more to do for me. A lot more exhaustion. I have to take a lot more naps. So if anybody... I have a whole bunch of comments to answer back. I know, I'm sorry that I've not gotten to them. I'm trying. Please do not stop commenting. I will answer everybody back as soon as I can. I am trying to do better. Even before Mom passed away, I was finally getting to the point where I could actually answer everybody back. Like, at least try to. As opposed to a couple years ago when I had massive amounts of chronic fatigue and I wasn't able... I know it sounds weird to some people, but oftentimes when just answering a couple of comments, it mentally drains me. I already had the physical draining because of all the activity I'm doing, but then if I try to answer too many people back at any one time, I get mentally drained, and then I have to take a nap for a while. So I am trying to get where I can actually, little by little, answer y'all back. It's just going to take me a little time. So please be patient with me. I'm working on it. I'm able to do it much better than I was a couple years ago. So I know I've not always been the best at all that. It's not that I didn't want to answer people back. It just oftentimes I get so worn out. So, but like I said, I'm working on it. If I have to, I'll do this and that and the other. Take a short nap, answer a few people back, take another short nap, answer a few people back. You get the idea. So I'll do the best I can. So, but anyway, I'm just glad that at the moment things are actually going pretty good between Dad and I. I can actually say that, and I'm surprised I can say this. The last couple of days, ever since we had that huge blowout, because I laid it out, all on the table to him. I wasn't going to play around. I wasn't going to have any games anymore. This is ridiculous how he's been doing things. So I laid it all out there, and since then, we've actually been getting along really good, and I can actually say that I think this is the best experience I've ever had with my narcissistic dad. I never thought I could actually, how do you say it, have a decent relationship with him. Don't know if it's going to last, but I'm enjoying it for the moment. I hope it's going to last. If it doesn't, if we have another blowout, then we have another blowout, because I'm not going to take any crap. So he's done too much stuff my entire life, and it's still frustrating about the Mom's Memorial and everything being about Dad, but can't change it. It is what it is. I can't change the fact that he's already moved everything out of the house of Mom's. It is what it is. So I'm just trying to take this time that I have with him and learn more about him and learn more about narcissism as well, to heal my own mental well-being. Because I do know that he's a product of his upbringing. He was violently beat by my grandpa. My grandpa beat Dad and the whole family back then. So I do know that Dad being a narcissist, he was made to be a narcissist. He wasn't born that way. Narcissists aren't born narcissistic. They're made. So I'm just trying to get to know him on a more personal level. And at the same time, I'm learning more about myself. So, and if I ever get my domain name hooked to my blog and start journaling about my experiences with all the abuse I've dealt with in my life ever since I was dawn of time. I actually don't have a memory of before I experienced abuse. There's no recollection or no memory of a time before. So, but anyway, I'm going to scoot. I'm going to go enjoy this beautiful day, and I'll catch you guys again later. So I just want to give you guys the good news that at the moment, things are going pretty good. So I'm happy. Happier happy as I can be. I still miss Mom, but happy as I can be. So catch you guys later. Bye-bye. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. I'll catch you guys again later. Bye-bye.